Hi Leo, this is Lisa from The Right Guidance, here to bring in a February 1st to the 15th love reading for you, channeled in from your angels and guides, working with 3 different decks. We'll work with John Holland's Psychic Tarot for the Heart, Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels, and my favorite, the Love Pack. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm so happy that your guides brought you here. We're going to bring clear and accurate guidance to you to help you along your path. I am a psychic medium. I am an actual life coach, and I'm here to guide you along your path right now. And your guides have brought you here to get your guidance through me, and I'm excited to do that with you. So promising to bring some great content your way. So I would love for you to subscribe and of course communicate with me, leaving me comments. That would be really awesome. So asking for guidance for Leo with the Romance Angels for first half of February. Okay. Sticky, sticky. My hands are freezing cold. It's really cold in Toronto today. And for the Love Pack, what we need to know for Leo, first half of February. Okay, thank you. And as you can see, for those of you new, and I will always be keeping my cards spaced out because I channel in the messages for you in the order they want me to. I just kind of like lay them out. And then they're like this one, this one, this one. So happy for you to journey with me. I can't even keep my tea hot. That's how bad. Pathetic. All right, Leo. Wonderful, wonderful news for the first half of February for you is and sees you strengthening bonds. And because this is a love reading, you know, normally if it was general, I would say this could be with friends and family. It's just a matter of, you know, how are you going to cultivate this in your love life? Well, what activities can you do to strengthen the bond between you and your partner? And for those of you who are single, you know, can you maybe do activities and go through meetups and do different things where you are already like-minded, you have the same kind of hobbies, and that could be what strengthens a bond between you and someone else. I do see some of you are interested in people you play a sport with. It could be a co-ed, it could not be, doesn't matter, same-sex couples. But I see like there is an interest, and maybe, you know, you and someone else are currently strengthening bonds because of your like-mindedness. So let's see what else is happening. Straight advice from your guides to tell you to change your focus, what you're focused on. For my singles, what this would mean is that you might be focused on the superficial. You might be focused purely on physical instead of saying, okay, what really is important in relationships? What kind of a partner do you want? What type of love do you want to express? What type of support do you need, Leo? We are all individuals. And for those of you married and coupled up, maybe you are nagging your partner. Maybe your focus needs to change on being a little bit more lighthearted, or maybe your partner needs to be more lighthearted towards you. It just could mean like you guys could be, you know, in a negative place. Some of you could be very cynical right now, maybe because of events at work, or there just could be stress, and your guides are like, listen, they want you to strengthen your bonds. So you have to change your focus and go back to the drawing board and think, you know, go back to dating your partner. Go back to like doing what's fun and getting to know each other and having that FaceTime and that communication time and having romance and dates and movies and golf and mini golf and whatever. Just something funny, because it just looks like right now there's a bit too much seriousness, or someone is being negative in the relationship, and it doesn't mean it's you. It's just you guys need to kind of be like straighten your heads and go like, what's really important here, and then focus on that. Okay. Through a dedicated effort, they want you to focus on that. And here's the thing is, with dedicated effort, see how in this photograph the 2 people have their back, and you see how the painter is painting that? It's really important for even those singles to paint it in your mind's eye. Think about it. Really, at the end of the day, you want a partner who supports you, who has your back, who knows how to lift you when you're down, who you know how to do that for them, who is going to be bringing you balance, give and receive, someone who's thoughtful. Those are the things that matter. At the end of the day, we all want a partner who has our back, a partner who would do anything for us. And that's maybe what you need to change your focus on is, you know, think about cultivating that in yourself. Take really good care of you. Take really good care of those you love, your kids, for those of you who have them, those of you who have friends and family, take good care of them, and give a really dedicated effort to providing love for everyone else, including yourself. And then you'll attract that like a magnet. Okay. And the teach card, it might be a funny one to have in a love deck, but you teach people how to treat you. And this is you teaching people how to treat you. This is also being a visual, I hear, like a visual for those of you who have children or surrounded by children. You are an example of what love looks like, right? So you want to use those teachable moments for your kids to see how you problem solve with your partner, how you put effort into dating their parent. You know, leaving them with a babysitter, leaving them with grandma and grandpa, leaving them with auntie or uncle or friends, and saying, you know what, it's important that I'm teaching my kids that I still date your mom or your dad, and I still, you know, we go away for weekends. I'm teaching you that we're not just mom and dad, we are individuals. You're teaching people. And those of you who are single, you teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. So again, change your focus, put a dedicated effort into yourself. And when we teach people how to treat us, you know, if we've been previously doormats in other relationships, or, you know, the extreme givers, leaving us cynical, it's up to you to decide, like, not to ignore red flags anymore. We teach people what we expect. So if you're dating and someone is like, well, you know, I'm going to be still playing the field, and if that's a deal breaker for you, then it's a deal breaker for you. Whatever is a deal breaker for you is, unless it's like nonsense, and you really kind of have to, that could be a big part of changing your focus. Really pay attention to real true deal breakers that would be like really necessary, because when we teach people how to treat us, it's also like what we will and won't accept. So if we're dating someone and they're not communicating, or they're not, you know, you could say, you know what, I wish you well. I see that you're not interested. And they'll be like, no, I'm interested. Because that's the thing. You're teaching people how to treat you. And if they're not going to give you the attention that you're wanting, and you can't be needy, you still have to have your own agenda of things that you like to do. You need to have your self-care. You need to have your friends. You need to have time with family. You need to have time, whether that's spiritual work, physical work, gym, whatever's important to you. You need to have your own interests. You can't expect a partner to fulfill that. But teaching people how to treat you is them treating you with respect, those people treating you the way that you deserve, all those things. So whatever teachable moment you need to, even in a marriage, to say, like, this is what I will and won't accept any longer. I want to put effort in. I want to change our focus. I want to strengthen our bonds through the dedicated effort. You're going to strengthen your bonds with your partner. And this is a really great teachable moment for you and your partner. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Look at this. Boom, from the love pack. Irresistibility. Partners. The thing is, when you guys learn to communicate, you go back to dating and you go back to having fun, you're going to revamp that sex life. You're going to revamp, you know, that energy attraction between you and your partner. And my singles, when you take really, really good care of yourself and you have boundaries and you set them with yourself. And boundaries with yourself is not allowing yourself to be a couch potato, not allowing yourself to sit there all day on Netflix. Be present for yourself. Take good care of yourself. Go for massages, go for pedicures, go with friends, go to spas, go rock climbing, go do things with nieces and nephews. Like, get back to life, so you're going to attract someone else who is back to life. The last thing anybody needs is to be in a relationship and both of you becoming couch potatoes, right? You want to be irresistible to your partner because your life is perfect, whole, and complete without them. Okay? Okay. The divine wants you to trust and have faith about how love comes in. See, parachuting in. Mr. or Mrs. Right is going to parachute in and fall into your lap. Well, you know, in a perfect world. But, you know, the divine is asking you to trust and just do the work. Enjoy your life in the background and realize to trust that when the right person comes in, they're going to come in. We can't control how someone comes in or on what time frame, because they could be ending a relationship. They could be going through the healing process, and we want them to come to us healed. Well, we don't want a codependent relationship where we're helping that person heal. Not. Those of you who are in relationship, trust means being vulnerable to your partner, trusting that they can handle what's on your mind, trusting them that if you're finding yourself in a depression or finding yourself going through something, or saying to them, like, I hate my job and I want to try something new, but I'm worried about telling you that, trusting that your partner can handle anything that's coming to you. Let your partner support you, couples. Come on. That's going to strengthen your bond. When your partner knows that you can be vulnerable to them and that you're looking for their support and help, come on. That's going to strengthen your bond. You're teaching people how to treat you by showing your vulnerability, by showing your communication, okay? Very, very key. All right? Now, this card here it says it's the card of betrayal. Now I want you to pay close attention to the photograph, okay? We have, and this is not going to resonate with most people. I think it's only going to resonate with like 3. I see a 3, okay? So the rest of you just tune out for a second, okay? The betrayal card, and in this photograph, and what this channeled message really does mean, is that the person that you're giving attention to has a wandering eye, if it's not you. Some of you could be in relationship, in marriage, in whatever, and you know you're in relationship, yet you're looking elsewhere. You could be on sites, you could be looking, you could be talking to someone else, you could be flirting with someone at work, and that is a betrayal to your partner, or the partner's betraying you. So again, in that message earlier about teaching people how to treat you, if you feel your partner is doing that, again, boundaries, what is acceptable, what's not, and what will you put up and what will you not? That's up to you. But boundaries are really, really important key for 2020, and making sure that you are taking really good care of you and not taking anything less than what you deserve. Okay. So for those of you who are watering someone else's garden, smarten up. Because you don't want to hurt your partner. You don't want to injure somebody by cheating on them. You also don't want your partner to see that you're giving attention elsewhere. That's going to really affect their self-esteem. And the last thing you want to do is injure someone here in this earth school, because holy shit, it's going to come back, right? So we don't want to do that, not just for fear of karma, but just because it doesn't make you a good person to do it. And if you've done it, and all of us have betrayed someone in our life, friend or whatever, but it's important for us to just learn from it and not do it again. So for those of you who needed clarification to see if the partner was committed to you, for those of you lightly dating and just wondering after the 3rd date, is he seeing or is she seeing someone else? Chances are yes. Sorry. All right, we have the card of separation. It says time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Interesting. Okay. Some of you could have been in a marriage where there was a betrayal, and because of I mean, that's kind of why the order came out. Again, I'm sorry, it's not going to resonate with everybody. Certain parts of the readings are for who needs to hear the front part and then the back part. There's still 2 more cards, just so you know, okay? Now, those of you who are separated from a partner due to a betrayal, okay, what are you going to do at that time? Are you going to put in a dedicated effort to strengthen those bonds? Again, do you trust that you can do that? Do you trust yourself? This is a really big universal teachable moment for you, right? Can you do all of these things? Can you repair damage? Can your partner who betrayed you repair damage? I don't know.